What is up? My name is Natalie. I'm going to be a fifth grade teacher this coming year. This is my 9.5 year of teaching, and I am in my classroom for day one of classroom setup. If you want to see the madness and the process that I go through, go ahead and keep watching. Okay, it is day one of classroom setup. I am in my room. Carpets just got finished getting cleaned and all of that stuff a couple days ago, maybe yesterday. So this is kind of what we're working with. As you can see behind me, everything's pretty much pushed over there. So I am going to start with getting some stuff out of here. So I'm gonna flip my camera around so I can kind of show you what's in here. Okay, so as you can see, everything pretty much gets pushed to the side. A lot of these bins and kind of loose things you see actually don't belong to me. They are going to be going next door to the new teacher. The old teacher just wasn't done moving out, so everything kind of got thrown in here. So I think I'm going to start with that and just clear out whatever does not need to be in here. And then I'm going to start placing things where they need to go. So I'm going to set you down and try to get that done. I'm out of breath. It's like 100. It's been in the 110s here in Central California outside. So I'm also out of shape. I have a fractured toe, so trying not to injure myself more, but I just finished moving out, I think, everything that needed to go next door. I'm gonna leave his door open just in case I forgot something. But yeah, so I'm gonna flip my camera around so you can kind of see. It did make a difference in my opinion, because I know those boxes did not pretty much everything that was back there. There was a big pile here and then some stuff over here. All went. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm gonna work my way with starting on this side of the room. So I'm gonna put my camera down and I'm kind of going to just start moving stuff. I also like to kind of categorize and group things. So like I brought in some decor items that were sent to me by Teacher Created Resources. So I'm gonna just move those to the back counter for now. These boxes are all supplies for next year. So those won't be in here, but they do have items that I just need to kind of sort through. And again, I need to give him his half of the items. And then just some other random things that need to go back to homes. So I'm gonna work on that. We will see how far I get. And I'm gonna drink some water because I am very dehydrated. All right, out of breath again, of course. I'm moving stuff. Here's an update. So I started putting decor supply items back there. I have a couple more right there to move. I moved some of like my Chromebook cart, some furniture. It's not gonna go there necessarily, but I just wanna kind of put in the general area. I think what I'm gonna tackle next, I'm gonna finish moving those last few boxes. Then I think I'm gonna try to get my couch out and back upright. Hopefully I can do that by myself because it's really hard. And then I guess I'm gonna tackle the chairs and desk. So wish me luck. This is probably the part I look forward to the least, is the desk setup. It takes me like 5 million times before I'm finally happy with it. So I'm gonna set you down again and get to work. Okay, I look like a hot mess. Put my hair up. I started moving desk, and then I realized I should probably get my TV put where I think it's gonna go. So I'm gonna flip you guys around and kind of show you what I'm thinking and see if I like it. So the problem with these classrooms is, I mean, some people love natural light. I personally don't. I love the darkness. So I will have my blinds. Hopefully I have time to get some curtains up this year. But the problem is it takes away a lot of wall space. And then under those windows on that side, there's also built-in shelves, which I do not like. I'd rather have the space. So I try not to waste the wall space I do have. And when I moved into this classroom, because it was so last minute last year, I didn't think about when I put my greenery wall there. But I'm not gonna redo that whole thing, so it's staying there. So with that being said, I had my TV like in that corner by my door for most of the year. I think I'm gonna put my TV here in the middle this year, and see how I like that. And then I'll figure out where the couch and everything is going. I am gonna have those hanging shelves back there, floating shelves, removed because I just put junk on them. I don't use them for their intended purpose, which is like backpacks, I think. And so I've kind of thought maybe I will put either my high table or my couch there, and then it'll also open up some wall space, but I'm gonna mess with it. So I'm gonna put you guys back down and try to move that TV. So there's an update of the way it looks there. I use both screens, so I don't wanna put it up in the front because that screen comes down and I use it as a projector, obviously. And then that's my second screen. So it's gonna stay there for now, and we'll kind of see how everything else plays out. The biggest issue is always just finding the right desk arrangement. As of right now, I have 30 kids. I can have up to 32, honestly more. So if I get more kids, I'll have to squeeze in more desks, but I'm gonna keep kind of placing desks and kind of see if I like how it's looking so far. All right, so I'm sitting down, I'm sweaty, my feet are hurting, so I'm probably almost done for today. But I think I got a good chunk of things done. I'm not super happy with the desk arrangement, but I'm gonna wait it out. I'm not gonna move them today. I'm gonna think on it a little bit, and see if I come up with any other ideas. I got most of the big things placed, or at least out of the way from this big pile. This whole side of the room is empty now, so that's good. I'm gonna turn the camera around and kind of just break down what's where and kind of what I'm thinking for my next. Okay, so here is a look at the room. This side was the side that was pretty much covered and piled with everything. If you look back there, that's where all the supply boxes are and just things that need to go back to homes. But what I did with desk is, like I said, I will have 30 students as of right now. I did keep all 32 desks just in case, because I got new desks last year, and you know how that is when you want to keep matching desks, so I don't want to put the other two out yet. So I did 4 groups of 6, and then I did 2 groups of 4, and that gives me 32 desks. So we're gonna play with it. It's staying like this for today, like I said. I did end up shifting the TV to the back corner because, again, I don't have a ton of space, and that's just where it's out of the way the most. Those TVs have a bulky stand, and so it was kind of making it challenging for placing the desk on that side of the room. So it's gonna probably stay there, at least for the time being, unless I find a better solution. That couch is probably not going to stay there. Well, definitely not going to stay in that spot. I just need to think through kind of where it's going to go. The shelf that's there, I don't know if I'm going to keep it there. It kind of just houses some things that we don't use every day or even every week, at least not this past year. I'm going to try to be better about my multiplication fluency system this year, so it might be something we go to more, but I want to put something there that, again, since that wall space, I'm not going to be able to hang anything on it, something that doesn't need to be moved often. Was kind of thinking about my Chromebook cart, but I don't want to put my Chromebook cart there because I don't want it to be distracting when kids Chromebooks die and they have to go get one. So I need to think on that. What else? Originally, I used to have my Chromebook cart and refrigerator back there. It's not my favorite spot, but because of that floating shelf, it was just, what else would I put there anyways? So once the floating shelf is off, then I'll probably have a better idea of what it's gonna look like. That is my small group area. The table's all the way pushed back right now, so I do need to rearrange all of that. This shelf will not be staying in here. It's super bulky, and I just, like, some of these things I do pull from every day, but it kind of just turns into like a place for me to pile stuff. So I did order like a locker style, I don't know what you call them, like a cabinet. It's coming, I think, in the next week or so. So I am gonna put that probably against that wall, and then kind of make like an L with my teaching table. So the main reason why I have to have something here is because that printer has to have a place, and the phone, since they're connected through the landline there. Everything else I can find different homes or just get rid of it, but I wanted just to find something less bulky, and then that'll open up some more wall space for my anchor charts, at least in that little area. So that's kind of what I got done today. I feel good. I was only here for a few hours. As you probably saw in some of the clips, I had my custodian and one of my friends who is going to be a first year teacher here popping in, which is fine. It's nice to vent and touch base and kind of get our brains going. But I feel like I got a lot done for the couple of hours that I was here actually working. So that is where we're going to leave off this vlog. I will be back sometime, not next week, I'll be at a conference, but the week after, and we'll tackle the last of the classroom setup so I can start doing some of the nitty-gritty things like the supplies and placing the final little things. So that is it. Let me know if you have any questions. But yeah, we will see each other in the next one. Bye.